As people from Marvel Studios keep on teasing that the MCU is going in directions we're not expecting, the cosmic side always gets brought up. Now, there's been something that a lot of people have wanted us to talk about on the channel due to some little leak that happened a little bit ago in a giant rundown, and that's the possibility of a Battleworld Avengers film, so let's get into that. Okay, so if you don't read comics, you're probably sitting there very confused going, okay, what in the world is Battleworld? What is this about? Well, if my memory serves correct, which, I'm old and decrepit, so I could be wrong. I want to say it was 2014, maybe 2015 that we saw Battleworld. So this was part of the Secret Wars event. Now, this, again, if memory serves me correct, was I think the third time they've done Battleworld. I think, because the second one was sort of a mini one, but I believe they count that one anyway. Anyway, so Battleworld is an interesting concept because literally the world, like the entire thing, is a giant battlefield. And all of these different, countries are fragments of different worlds and realities, and more or less every single version of every single character can appear together. So you can have hundreds of different Wolverines. As far as the eye can see can be Wolverine, because that's how many versions of Wolverine they've had in the multiverse, right? So there was a rumor that Marvel Studios could possibly be setting up a Battleworld film, where we know that in the past they've teased that they were going to use something like the Living Tribunal, but then they decided to delete that scene because it was going down the road. Now, many people have also speculated that the Living Tribunal would kind of serve as a version of the Beyonder, who always kind of ends up being heavily involved with these Secret Wars and Battleworld scenarios. So how would this play out? According to some of these rumors that I read, this is where it kind of gets a little hazy. I guess Earth would be Battleworld, quote unquote, and this would introduce various versions of different characters, alternate realities, and everything battling for supremacy, while also tying into that previous rumor I covered on here that Doom could possibly, run Europe. And then you would have somebody like Shang-Chi running majority of Asia. So they would kind of do that Marvel Cinematic Universe thing where they take the concept and then simplify it. And then, obviously, with the destruction of the Infinity Stones and messing with time, that's how they could tie in everything after the Multiverse of Madness. So, it's a good theory. That's what I'm willing to give it. I don't know if this would work, though, and that's a lot to go into, because it is a very streamlined battle world, but at the same time, it's a cool concept, so you could be like, you know what? It's not a bad one. We can see why the world needs new Avengers now. And after the blip, yeah, everything is kind of thrown into disarray, so it would work. I just don't know if this would be the way to go, if that makes sense. How do you guys feel about this, though? Do you think they could go this way? Because if they do, it would be rather insane. Personally, I don't think this would be a good direction, but, I've been wrong before. God knows that I've been wrong before, so there you go.